Hello, you were waiting on me.
No, we're getting an early start. Look at us. This is amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good, good. Here we are again, back at McClellan's Opportunity. Welcome to anybody watching this after the fact. Roger, good to see you again across the virtual gaming table. I hope you've had a good week. I've recounted my mistakes mentally and trying to figure out how to force you to make those same mistakes, I guess.
Uh,
I don't know. The axiom to wargaming is roll well, I've come to learn.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't unless you figured out how to hack the Vassal dice roller.
I'm working on it every
Go
day.
there.
Every day I'm hustling. Well, for all of you out there watching, as we give for the second time around, we're going to do a little bit of spoilering, perhaps, of last week's episode. So if you've not watched the first playthrough, we're also going to give short shrift to the major salient points here, so in the sake of time, we can get right to the action. So stop it here, go back, watch the previous one, and if you are still sticking around, then welcome back. We're glad you're here. And just a quick capsule review. This is Scenario 3, McClellan's Opportunity. Tonight I am playing the Confederates, and Roger is playing the Union. Let's see. Let's go through the major points here. The Union player is the one trying to get points tonight. Sharpsburg over here in the blue circle next to the 8th New York. That's worth 50 points at the end. And Harper's Ferry is worth 10 points if the Union can recapture it. This is a 3-turn affair. If the Union can't get all the way into Sharpsburg, then it is 12 points for having at least one unit adjacent, and then plus 6 victory points for each adjacent hex to Sharpsburg that he occupies. And if he doesn't have any units within 2 hexes, well, that's negative points. And let's see what else. I have to keep my units undestroyed and within 20 hexes of line of communication to Sharpsburg, so I can't let them get cut off. And +1, -1 on manpower losses tonight. I think that's it. And the Union margin for victory, for a marginal victory, is 3 victory points. Opening thoughts before we get back underway.
I thought you had some really good ideas last week, actually, so I'm gonna probably steal some of them. I think this is a really fun. I really enjoyed last week. That was really fun. A lot of tenseness. You'd think it wouldn't be because we're really in a confined space, but you really have to think through the terrain here
Yeah.
and enemy zones of control and how to block and try to slow the Union army down. Also, try to hold some reserve. It's a really fun scenario.
It I mean, it's got everything. This game has everything. To be sure, and to those of you who commented on last week's video, thank you for that. That was great. Especially Holger gave his. I just saw it today. He gave his detailed analysis of it, which was
Oh, I was gonna.
wonderful.
I hadn't seen his. I was worried about it.
Yeah, yeah.
As people worry about us when we miss a
That's
posting,
right.
you worry about your commenters.
That's right. One thing I noticed, the frequent comment was that people enjoyed the little tension that I would highlight as the rolls went against us for assaults and such. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed doing that. The post production efforts are worth it when you get feedback like that. So I appreciate it. But with all that being said, I will get the first initiative for free, and then we will roll as per usual. And I have agonized, I'm sure like you did, agonized over what exactly I want to do. I don't want to squander that first initiative, nor do I want to make a mistake. I don't want to cough up the ball. But just some opening big thoughts again, just to remind the viewers. The Union has to make that critical decision of how far do they push the units on the first day. And likewise for the Confederates, but they're, half their forces, the Union forces, are tired right there in the gap. So what do you do with those up front? Likewise,
Tired and in the
and
way.
in the way, exactly, the world's worst roadblock in the middle of the gap. And likewise, all of Longstreet's corps is exhausted from the battles in the gap, and they are at fatigue level 1 already. So do you stand and fight? Do you make a forward defense, or do you do like Roger did last week and just immediately pull them back and forego that possibility of rest? I've done it both ways, and it really just depends on, well, I mean, I have the first activation, so I'm going to try something. We'll see how it works, but finding the one or more units that I wanted to activate first, I have 2 possibilities that I was going to do tonight. we'll just kind of see how the winds blow here. But with that being said, I'm going to let you make your decision about any leader transfers that you want to do as the Union first, and then that might influence my decision.
I'm going to leave everybody where they are. Not going to move anybody.
All right, all right. Well, sir, I think I will also likewise leave everybody where they are. They've set it up historically. We might as well kind of keep it this way. So I will.
Well, I'm just not going to criticize General McClellan.
Right? Why? I mean, he could do no wrong.
Hero of the
That's
war, as
right.
far as I'm concerned.
The hero of the 1864 Democratic ticket. Well, then I will wish you good luck. I don't think you need it.
Good luck to you.
You've got this one already. I think.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Hey, yeah.
fastest video we've ever
That's
done.
right. Just like last week. I wished you congratulations right at the beginning, and it just happened. Providence happened that way. Well, then let us. Let's see. What do I wish to do? I think I'm going to. I'm going to activate Fitz Lee here, and he's going to get a movement of 2 dice plus 1. So here's his movement. And looky there, he gets 5. Well, that was. Okay. Well, then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to Hamburg Pass. Initiative 5.
It's yours.
Okay. I think I will activate Hampton with Jeb Stewart here. And he will get a +3 to this movement. And it's 10. Interesting. So, with Stewart, you always have to make that decision. Do you go hunting or do you use him for something else? I think I've got an opportunity here. So I am going to go right there. And I have 9 movement left. So I'm going to start aggressive. And I'm going to make a prepared attack on the 6th Pennsylvania there. We've got +1 for the prepared. We've got +1 for a ratio of 2 to 1. And we have +3 for Stewart's tactical over the 6th Pennsylvania. So I see a +5. Is that what you see?
Yep.
All right. Well, then
Yep.
we'll
+5.
start with some action here. Here's my attack roll +5. There you go. It is a +2.
So, well, you drove him out of there.
Hooray! Ah,
Let's see. So that's a DR.
and that is a DA for me. So no harm, no foul. Well, big harm, big foul. But that is unfortunate. And he's done for the day.
So you can go 2 to 4 hexes.
That's right.
You can go away. So he's going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the schoolhouse.
Well, they will not advance, so I am going to just roll the next initiative. Here we go. 5 again.
Yours
All
can.
right. All right. Well, let's continue with this. Let's move Tombs down. He's got a movement of +1. He gets 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative 2.
4.
All right, off you go.
Well, okay, interesting. Okay. I'm going to get the 8th New York out of the way before they get killed. So here's their movement. Just 2 dice. 1, 2. They can go 6 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 to there. Initiative. Oh, 1. This will be yours.
Oh, yes. Okay. We'll take Tombs again then. Here's his movement +1. 7. Very nice. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative 6.
Probably yours. Oh, yeah, it is yours. I roll 1 or you roll 6. It's yours.
Right. I can start moving Jackson now. So
Oh, yes, yeah, because he's released after the.
yeah. All right. So let's remove those. Jackson will activate Lawton and J.R. Jones. Here is their movement of +1 or +2. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Well, that might change things a little bit. So we got an 8. So I guess we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. And J.R. Jones will follow behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. All right. Initiative 2.
6. That one's mine. Franklin will activate Smith and Couch. Now they're under paralysis, or Franklin is. So it's
Minus.
+1, -2, min 1. And it's a 1.
There you go.
You asked for it, you got it. So Smith's going to go 1 to there. And Couch is going to go 1 to there. Initiative 6.
2.
Oh, 2 in a row. It's a miracle. Ninth Corps, Cox is going to activate the 3 under him and Rodman as well. So they'll all need extended marches. So 1 die +1. And go 3. I was hoping for a little more than that. Take Sturgis first, extend march. He's okay. Cox will go with him. 1, 2, and 3. Well, Cox, he loses a manpower. 1, 2, as far as he can go. Scammon, he loses a manpower. 1, 2, 3. Finally, Rodman, he doesn't lose a manpower. 1, 2, 3. Initiative 3.
3.
That's yours.
Jackson activates both of his units again. Here's their movement of +2. Dang. Foot cavalry. My foot.
Scout.
My foot. All right.
Tired him out running up to Sharpsburg.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Extended march for Lawton first. He's okay. So he'll go 2 to there. And J.R. Jones, extend. He's okay. He'll go 1, 2 to there. Occupy Sharpsburg. Initiative 1.
Okay, it's mine. Sumner's going to activate Sedgwick and Richardson. There's their movement. 1 die +1. 3. Richardson will go first. Sumner will go with him. 1, 2, 3. Sedgwick, 1, 2. Initiative 6.
2.
Same 2. Their movement. 6. Okay. 1 to there. +2 attack. I'm not going to attack. Sedgwick's going to go 1. 6 movement points. That's 13 in a mountain hex. Is a lot. I think he can get in there.
I think it is a +3.
+4.
+4. Yikes.
So he's moved 1. He has 5 left, and that's what it's going to take to get in there. So he's going to join him. Initiative 4.
4.
That's yours.
Okay. I will activate Hood with Longstreet at +2. 7. Here's the extended march. He's okay. We'll go to Roarsville. Initiative 5.
4. Yours again.
I'm going to activate Walker. Fatigue level 1. Here's his movement +1. Boy howdy, if there's a 1 to be had, I will find it. Initiative. Well, unless it's initiative, apparently.
It's yours. Ooh, 6-1 split.
Let's do Walker again. Movement. Come on.
Wow.
Come on. It's annoying.
Does not want to leave the.
He does not. He likes the heights.
Across the river there.
Right. Initiative 5.
Yours again.
Walker once again. He'll need an extend now. Here's his movement. That's better. Here's his extend march. Okay, so he gets 7. So there's exactly 11 in Harper's Ferry. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll do that. Initiative 2.
3. That's mine. Okay, Mansfield's going to activate Williams and Green. Their movement, 1 die plus 1. 5 hexes. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Green's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. He's going to have to stop. Initiative 6.
5.
Take Green to fatigue 2. His movement. He's just going to do a min move. Initiative 5. Take Sykes to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 2. 1, 2. Initiative 5.
1.
Sykes to fatigue 2. 5 this time. 1, 2, 3. There's no way he's getting into Williams and Green's hex. Initiative 4.
4.
4.
I will activate DH Hill with Longstreet. Here is the movement, plus 2, 6. Go to there. Initiative 1.
2. Take French to fatigue 1. It's his movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative 2.
6. I'll activate F. Lee again. Here's his movement, plus 1, 7. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Initiative 1.
2. Take French T2. Here's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative 3. Yours.
Will pass.
Okay. Order will activate Morale to fatigue 1. 1 die plus 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative 4.
3.
Morale again. Porter. It's 1 die plus 1. 3 this time. 1, 2, 3. Initiative 1.
5. I'll pass.
Get the first Rhode Island. 2 dice. Oh, there they are.
They are so far from home.
1 and 2. Initiative 4.
6.
Yours.
I'll pass.
Take them to fatigue 2. Rylan. I'm just gonna do 2 dice because the single dice roll's not helping me. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative 5.
3.
6 US Cav. 2 dice. 7. He says go 1, 2 to there. Stop. Initiative 4.
5. We will activate Tombs. And here's his movement +1. It's a 6. Here's his extended march. He flips. And what would everybody like to do?
We'll stand now for
Of
sure.
course. Of course. So he has 6 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative 3.
2 again.
I'll pass.
Okay. Oh, let's go away. Where is Mr. Humphrey? There he is. Humphrey fatigue 1. 1 dice. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Clarksburg. Initiative 1.
1, but I will pass.
Light rain is what that means. Increase fatigue. Here's his movement. 4.
Guy's on a rocket sled, man.
He is going to force march. He flips. Here's the additional force march. It's a 5, so he loses a manpower. And he gains another 4 for a total of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative 2.
2. I will pass again.
Take him to fatigue 3. Just movement. 5. Extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative 6.
Yours?
Take him to fatigue 4.
The wheels are going to fall off.
Yeah, probably. Here's his movement. 2. Extend march now +2. And he loses, let's see, so that's going to be 8 on 13. There's going to be lots of guys, I think.
3?
3, yep. As you said, wheels come off.
They just know the lovely ladies of Frederick will feed them.
Decrease manpower. Decrease manpower. And he got a roll of 2. 1, 2. Really hoping to maybe get him within range of Porter, but no dice. Initiative 3.
2.
Take the 6th U.S. Cav to fatigue 2. Here's their movement. 2 dice. 9. It's pretty rolling 2 dice. I'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative 5.
1.
8th Illinois Cav, fatigue 1. Here's their movement. 4. 1, 2, 4 to there. Initiative 1.
5. I'll pass.
Him to fatigue 2. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Initiative 3.
2.
East New York Cav, T2. 2 dice. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative 1.
5. I'll pass.
6 U.S. Cav, fatigue 3. 2 dice. 11. Extend march. 5. So he does flip. Okay, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 3 manpower there. Initiative 3.
5. I'll activate J.R. Jones with Jackson. Here's his movement +2. If only you could see my smirk over here of knowing resignation that that is always going to happen. I have to decide whether or not I'm going to send Jackson with him first. I will send Jackson with him. And here is their extended march of +1. They're okay. I'm going to force march. So we will flip them. And here's their force march roll. So they will lose a manpower and gain 4 more. So lose 1. And they will now go 1, 2, 3 with the initial. They have 4 remaining. What would the cavalry like to do?
+5 attack. Roll cav retreat.
Okay.
Here's the retreat roll. 3. You don't lose anybody. Just picks up the fatigue. He disorganizes. Okay. Retreat further away. Not into a Zoc, so their only option is to go this way. Continuing retreat further away by road. Further away by road. I'll do 2 more. 5, 6. The Claggett's Mill. Get out of the way.
Okay. And you rolled a 3, which was just a straight. So that cuts in half. So I lose 1 man or movement. I think we'll stay right there for the moment. Initiative 4.
Chores.
I will pass.
I'm going to pass as well. This day, I was looking at this. I decided I wanted to get as many people rested as I could. You obviously made the same decision.
Yeah. It was looking a little cloudy out there today, and I didn't want to press the men too hard. So, but unfortunately, I did have to move some of them more than I wanted. But that happens. Let's recover. We have recovered. We move on to day 2 of 3. Okay, so what do we think? How do you feel about turn 1? It's certainly different than last week, a little bit.
I made the decision where I was looking at this scenario this week, that I was going to rest my guys, and I was going to get Cox out of the way, and I figured you were probably going to rest your guys, and I decided that was okay. I didn't want to push. I feel like if I can get a seam and get some guys through your line here and force you to turn and chase is kind of, well, I just gave away my strategy. But wanted Humphreys there to get a little closer. If you got just a little better, he did great till that last roll.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's certainly. I mean, he's scads farther than. I mean, of course, I forgot to move him on turn 2. So the fact that you got him moving 20 plus miles.
He's easy to forget on the Vassal module because he's, at least for me, I got to zoom in close enough so I can see, and he was off the map. I almost completely forgot about him.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, we got the steering. You guys, you put the guys through the gap, and once you moved McClellan and the 12th up under Mansfield there, I just thought that there was going to be a staring contest, but it's a very itchy trigger finger for Springvale, and I just didn't want to have D.H. Hill because you had the drop on him. You had almost 2-1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you had left him there, I was going to move. I was going to go ahead and bring Sykes up.
Right, that's what I figured.
And go ahead and burn him to 3, but then you didn't. So I was like, okay, I'll let him sit back there.
Yeah, well, and unfortunately, he by moving, DHL is now still unrested. So some sacrifices were made, but some others, I got most of the southern wing of Longstreet's corps rested.
Yeah.
So that's got potential, but now it just depends on the initiative game is as always. So we move on then to turn 2. Would you like to make any leader transfers?
McClellan's going to be key.
Are
Probably
you
not going to
are
be where
you
I
sure
want him.
about that?
Yeah, I guess I'll leave him there because he's kind of in the middle. So yeah, everybody's going to stay where they are.
Okay. I'm going to move Stewart up to Munford. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can get all the way to Fitzlee, so I'll move him to Fitzlee. And
Hmm.
and I'm going to move Lee and Longstreet down to D.H. Hill. And Jackson will come down to Lawton. All right. So I have completed mine. It is time for the very important first initiative. So here is my initiative roll. Of course!
Well, don't underestimate my ability to roll a. Oh, three.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. How do I want to approach this situation? Joe Hooker, Fighting Joe. All three of his divisions. Here's their movement. Oh, nice. 7. Double A first. Hooker goes with him. 1, 2. Meade. 1, 2, 3. Ricketts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. 6.
Mm, Go ahead.
Mansfield will activate Williams and Green. Their movement, so they have 6. Mansfield and McClellan will go with Williams. He's going to go first. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. So he has 3 remaining. What would Fitzlee like to do?
I hate the initiative game. I really hate it, Roger. Okay, well, I will do a cav retreat. So he's gonna go to T level 1. He's going to flip. He is a straight die roll. So here we go. Very nice die roll. So he will remove the final 3.
Yep.
And they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. And Green will just do a min move to there. Whatever. Net 5.
6.
Yours.
Blessed be. Okay. Well, you know what? DH Hill and Hood are going to activate with Longstreet. Here is their movement. +2. It's 4. DH Hill will go 3. And Hood will go 1, 2, 3 to there. I better move him there just in case. All right. So initiative 2.
3. So we'll attempt an assault with Hooker's core. We'll attempt it with everybody under his command. So the attempt, I can bring in 1 unit. So the unit that's going in is going to be George Meade. Clone is going to attempt to provide some support. Grand assault roll. 4. He's a 4, so nobody else goes in. So this is Meade on his own. Let's do the positives first. Type is +1. Tactical is even. There's no flank. Ratio is a -1. And artillery is a -1. For a -1 attack is what I see.
That is also what I see.
Okay, -1. Oh, this could be really bad.
Never underestimate
Oh.
my ability to roll 1s as well.
So it's
So
a
yeah,
-1 result. On an 8 is a 1D for me. He's done for the day.
I've got 12 in there, so 2 fatigues for me.
Could have been significantly worse. You just got tired, eh?
Do I want a voluntary retreat? I don't think so. Since they're fatigued and not disorganized, I think it's better to stand, so I'll stand.
Makes sense, yeah. Initiative 5. Yours.
So I'm going to activate Tombs. Basically, Tombs is stack, or DR Jones, he's senior there. So everybody there, DH Hill and Hood, all with Longstreet. So they'll get a fatigue. Here is their movement, +2, 6. We'll start down here with Hood. This has got an extended march. He's okay. So he'll go 1, 2 to there. DH Hill has an extend march, and he is okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. We'll do DR Jones next. He's got an extended march. He's okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tombs extend. His is a +1, but he's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Evans extend. He is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative 2.
6. Okay, Franklin's going to activate Couch, Slocum, and Smith. Their movement, 1 die +1. All 3 hexes. Smith will go first. 1, 2. He has 1 remaining. What would Munford like to do?
Actually, bring him back to 2915 because that's where he enters my
Oh,
zone.
yep. That's right. That's a hill. Sorry.
So yeah, we will bug out of there. So flip. They're a small force, so it's a -2, but they're on a hill, so they get one of
Yep.
those back. So just a -1 to this roll, and it becomes a 3. So you'll lose just 1. They're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
He went 1. He loses 1. He'll get to Royersville. Franklin and Slocum are going to go 1, 2, 3. Couch is going to go 1, 2, 3. There was no Zoc there because he was in the
That's right.
mountains.
Yep.
Okay, initiative 5,
2.
2. Ninth Corps, all his units under Cox. 1 die +1. 3. Cox goes with Sturgis. 1, 2, 3 to Brownsville. Wilcox. 1, 2, 3. Rodman. 1, 2. He can't get into Wilcox. 1, 2, 3. Initiative 3.
5.
Yours.
Activate Armstead. Here's his movement of +1. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative 5.
1. Yours again.
We'll take McClellan's. Fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. Okay, he's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative 6.
4.
Armistead 2. Here's the movement. +1. 5. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. 3.
4. Mansfield will activate Green and Williams. There's their movement. Oh, worse than useless. They're just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. 5.
2.
2. Take Sykes to fatigue 1. Where's his movement? 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3 to there. Stop. Initiative. 4.
4. Take McClellan's to 2. Here's his movement. 3. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. 4.
1. Yours again.
Right to fatigue level 1. He will come out of his entrenchments. Here's his movement. +1. 4. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. 4.
1.
Take right to fatigue level 2. Here's the movement. 7. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. 5.
3. Yours again.
7th Virginia, all by themselves here, all lost and forlorn. They'll go to fatigue level 1. Here's their movement. +1. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative. 2.
4. Take Sykes to fatigue 2. Movement. 6. 1, 2. So if I was to attack, I have 4 left. It'll be a +2 attack. This is what I see if I was to attempt it.
Is there anything if we are both on a hill?
For both on the hill, I just check that. That's a +0 if attack is from hill, mountain, or down a ridge.
Perfect. Okay.
So I see a +2 because I have these hexes covered, but this one's going to come off.
Mm-hmm.
So I see a +2 final attack, which I am going to do with Sykes.
Okay.
Here's my attack roll. 2. Add 6 before that was a killer.
Here's my defense. 5.
-1. -1 on an 8 is another manpower loss for me, and just a double F for you. He's done for the day. Really hoping to at least get you flipped was the whole point of that. Initiative. 1.
3. I'll activate Walker. Here's their movement. 2. I'll just take him to there. Initiative. 4.
5. Oh, this is such a waste. Franklin's going to activate Slocum to fatigue 2. Couch to fatigue 2. Here's their movement. 3. Dang. Needed a 4. Okay, well, he's just going to do a min move to there. Couch is just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. 3.
1.
Waste of time. I got myself into this mess. Okay, Franklin's going to attempt an assault on Armstead with both of his guys, Slocum and Smith. I get back some of the manpower I've lost. Here's the attempt. and it comes off. So now I've got 22 to 5 is a +3. Got a +6 on a hill, no effect. Got tacticals a 4, 3 to 2 is +1, so it's ratios +3, tacticals +1, type is +1, flank is +1 again, -1 for the hill. So 4, 5, 6 up, 1 down for a final of a +5.
That's right.
Okay. +5 attack. 3.
2. Wow, that's very nice. So +6. On 5 is 2 DR. So yes, you're going to make some of that back. Lose 2, 1, 2, flip, demoralize, and you're back to net 0.
+6.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get out of the way.
And here, for all you people playing at home, that was a 1A result, so I'm back to -1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize it because you had so many manpower, right? Of
Yeah,
course.
it's a decreased manpower on
So
Slocum.
it's a net -1, yeah.
It is an advance for me, so I can move into that hex, which I will do. Didn't take a fatigue or anything, so that's good and positive. Initiative 2.
4. All right. Well,
Problems. This is shaping up to be a assault across that creek.
so I guess the best thing to do is to get him out of there. So McClellan's will go to 3. And he has served his purpose mostly. In a movement +1, 5. Now extended march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative 1.
Franklin's going to activate Smith, Slocum, and Couch. Here's their movement. 4. So we'll do Slocum first. Extend march.
Before you
+2.
do that, who is Franklin going to go with? That's important.
Franklin is going to go with Smith.
Okay. I figured that, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Extend march for Slocum. He's okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Now extend march for Smith. He is okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Couch. And he flips. Go 1, 2. He does not have enough to get into that hex. Initiative 1.
3. Stewart's going to activate Fitzlee. Go to fatigue level 2. Here's his movement +3. It's 11. He'll go 1, 2, 3. And he will make a prepared attack on those cavalry there. So it will be +1 for that, +3 for tactical, and a -1 for 1.5 to 1, or 1 to 1.5. So I see a +3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the attack, +3. Okay, so it's +2. We keep him fatigued. Hooray!
See. So they pick up 3 fatigues. We got the top guy for some reason. And they can go further away. 3, 4 to there.
And Stewart's not going to advance into Claggett's Mill. He'll just stay there and guard the ford. So initiative 5.
4. Yours again.
I'm going to pass.
Okay. Hooker's going to activate Ricketts and Doubleday. T3. Movement. 7 hexes. First guy to go is going to be Doubleday, and Hooker will travel with Doubleday. Here's his extend march. +1. It's okay. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. Here's Ricketts' extend march. He disorganizes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. 3.
5. Jackson will activate J.R. Jones. Fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. +2. Yay, more ones! Hooray! So that's fine. We'll go right there. Initiative 5.
Yours again.
I'll activate Mumford. Here's his movement. +2, or +1 rather. So it's an 8. I'm going to bring him down to join them. There we go. Initiative 1.
6. Could you use that roll Well, sir, bollocks this up pretty good. Okay, Mansfield's gonna go take his guys to T3. I'll roll for movement just to see what it is, see if this changes my mind. It, of course, does not change my mind. Williams is gonna go first. Mansfield and McClellan will move with Williams. Here's his extend march. He's okay. He's just gonna do a move to there. Green's gonna do the same thing, and I'll just move those 2 guys last. Extend march. They're okay. So we got a big stack right there. The big stack.
Yum. You got
Initiative.
34 there, huh?
4.
Okay. And 4 also. All right.
DR Jones should get out of there. He should retreat.
We should
Run away.
All right, sir. Well, boy, that is a lot of dice chucking there. That's an assault from somebody, hopefully getting everybody, and then McClellan getting everybody else. And we know how persnickety he can be. So I am going to pass.
Okay. Okay. Since, as you said, I really do need everybody. It's night, so I have 34 to your
13.
13. So I don't actually need everybody. If somebody's going to get clobbered, I want it to be Ricketts. So Hooker is going to attempt an assault with Ricketts by himself. Here's that attempt. It comes off. Now, McClellan is going to attempt a grand assault. My thinking was I had a better chance of getting a 1, 2, or a 3 with McClellan and getting in everybody
Right.
than I did with, well, Ricketts is going to get massacred here.
Charge.
So it's 6 to 13, so that's -2.
Mm-hmm.
It's -2 for the bridge, that's -4.
Right.
8 to 2 for artillery, because not only do all these infantrymen stand around, the artillery guys are going, what's going on? Somebody set a tax on?
Yeah, -2 in rolling. Wow, first time we've seen that.
-2 in rolling, so that's -6. But I get a +1 for type.
Yes.
So it's a -5 attack.
Okay.
I've mucked this up about as good as I could. Here we go. I already rolled my 6 too. That's the sad thing. Here's a 3.
Okay. And 4. So
-6 result.
-6 result.
Good news, he was only a 6. So he only loses 2 manpower.
2 manpower.
And you didn't even know what happened.
There were cannons, we think. The sound of men
Yeah.
screaming.
This is not working out very well. Oh, I'm going to 6.
Okay, that's your init.
Yeah.
2 for me.
Okay. Well, man, I don't see. If I bring in Summer, that's going to be attack across the middle bridge. Summer all the way north. They're going to be. It's a long ways to go. So we will try this again. This time with Doubleday.
Somewhere Burnside's going, at least it wasn't me.
Yes. We're doing this instead of on the Burnside's bridge. We're doing it up here. Here's the attempt at the assault. And that comes off. Now the grand assault again. Jesus. This isn't quite as bad, but it's close.
So it's 9 to 16? Or 9 to 13, so -1.
Yeah, so it's -1, -2 for the bridge. Now it's 8 to 4, so it's -4, which may still be a -2 for artillery. Yes.
Yes.
-5. And
You
I
get the
get a
+1.
+1 for
Yeah.
that. So now it's only a -4.
Okay.
So much better. 3,
2.
2. A -3 on 9.
Let's see. So, yes.
2D, and you still didn't know what happened. I have mucked this up as badly as you possibly could. I don't want you to put this one up on the. And he flips. Okay, you net 3.
5. I will pass.
Yeah, why not? Okay, no, it's not. It wasn't worth doing before. Now it's definitely not worth doing. Okay, Summer's going to activate all 3 of his divisions. One die +1, 4. Summer's going to go with Richardson. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative 2.
1.
Okay. All of Sumner's guys again. I don't think I ever mentioned it's possible that old Bull Sumner may have visited my farm before it was a farm that I
Really?
grew up on.
That's awesome.
Yep, 4 years he was commander of Fort Atkinson in Iowa, which was a small little fort to protect Indians from Indians, of all
Indian
things,
fighter. Yeah. Oh,
and
really? Keeping the peace. Oh, that's great.
also keeping the white men out of that area.
Mm-hmm.
And he was about 20 miles, and the military road was about 9 miles from the house. So possibly he may have done a little exploring. So it's 4. 1. Notice how I'm trying to distract from the disaster here. 1, 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And he can't get into that hex. Initiative 1.
2. Wow. We see signal flags across the creek. We got 6, and you've got 26 there now. 5.5, actually. Longstreet will activate McClellan's and Wright. They'll each get a fatigue. McClellan's will both need extended marches, so here's their movement +2. Of course. So we'll go first. Extended march for Wright. He's okay. He'll go there. And McClaw's is extended march +1. He's okay. And he'll cross the creek and go there. Initiative 4.
1.
Okay. Longstreet will activate Wright again to 4. Here's his movement. Here's his extended march +1. He flips. That was almost pre-scripted, but that's okay. And he will join them there. Just to get a little more artillery. Okay. Yes, I got 8.5 to your 26. So initiative 3.
Yours again.
We'll have the 7th Virginia roll. Movement +1. 5. Go to 2. 1, 2, 3 to there. Have a little bivouac off to the side for the horsies. All right. Initiative 3.
5. Take Humphreys to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. Plus, no plus. Just move. Ah, man. 1. Extended march. He loses, let's see, that's 7 on a 10 is maybe more than that. It is. It's 2 manpower losses. Thankfully, those don't count for anything. Initiative 5.
2.
2. Still out of range of Porter. Well, let's take him to fatigue 3. See what happens to him. 6 this time. Extend march. 3 plus
Just 2.
2.
Yep.
He's actually okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He reports to General Porter. Says, "Hey, General, how bad is it?" "Pretty bad." Knit 5.
5.
It's yours.
I will pass.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll take Humphreys to fatigue 4. Now that you finally reported General Porter. Morale goes to fatigue 1. Here's their movement. They can go 5. Morale will go first. 1. Porter's going to go with him, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Humphreys extend march plus 3.
It's plus 4. 3 for the
Plus,
fatigue, or
oh,
yeah,
right, plus
fatigue. Yeah.
4. So
Yep.
that's 12, and he's 6 to 9. So that's 2 more manpower losses. Humphreys is a driver. 5 move points. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative 2.
6. I will pass.
Okay, we'll take French to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 1. Here's his extend march. Could have just said he's doing a mid move, but no, I had to roll for movement. He's just gonna do a mid move to there. Initiative 4.
1.
Okay. Or we'll take morale to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Initiative 6.
1.
I'm gonna pass.
I will pass as well. And we will end day 2. Recovering. We are all recovered, all exhausted. And move on to turn 3 of 3.
I have to bleep it. No.
Yes, let's share our thoughts about turn 2. Day 2. What do you think?
My failed attack at Boonesboro just started a cascade of issues for me because you were able to then get those guys out, block the fords. Obviously, the failed attacks at the upper bridge, failed to get a grand assault off. What's my manpower losses now?
You
Where
are
am I at?
you are currently at
7.
7 manpower losses to my 2, so I'm 5 in the hole.
So that's 5 in the hole.
But I mean, it's.
I don't have a good. There's really no good way for me to do this that I can see. That's what I was contemplating here.
Right. Ostensibly, it comes down to you attack a lead, from Portertown. Sumner does what Sumner does, right? He forces his way across the bridge. That's 12 points. Obviously,
Yeah,
there will be manpower losses incurred with that, I'm
yeah.
sure. So it's razor thin. I mean, you can get net plus 7 from this moment. Maybe closer to net 5, but yeah, you could certainly work your way up to the 3-point margin.
But it's going to be a low odds attack. There's no way for me to try to. I was looking, is there any way I can try to push Evans and then come down and get some sort of flank? And the answer is no.
It's a very, very wide front, to be sure. I mean, and that's what I was worried about. I figured you would go as far north as you possibly could, And
Yeah, I should have done that. I should have pushed this stack that's down there attacking the upper bridge, pushed them up to Evans's fort instead.
but all the while you're keeping me in check with Franklin and Cox because I can't shift too much, right? And you had the same dilemma
Yeah,
last week. It's just like, well, they're sneaking around down there, and you don't know if they're going for Harper's Ferry or they're coming in from the south. So yeah, it's tricky.
I think we're ready to try this, and I'm sure there's a better way than what I'm going to try, but
Well, then
we'll see.
yeah, well, I will let you do your leader transfers, and I'll see if that affects my decisions at all.
Yeah, I'm going to bring General McClellan down to Sumner. Everybody else is going to stay put.
I guess Stewart will stay up there. There's no point in bringing him down because he's not going to add any tactical bonuses. I will move Jackson up to J.R. Jones. Leave Lawton down there by himself. And Longstreet and Lee will stay where they are. And A.P. Hill. Ooh, maybe I should move him. No, I'll let A.P. Hill march on his own. And we'll remove his. Well, when he moves, he will remove his
Yep.
entrenchments. But
Rest.
otherwise, yeah,
Yep.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
So here is our first initiative roll. 5. Oh,
6.
here we go.
Okay. Doing some math here on the off side. So Porter's going to activate Morel. Teague 1. Here's his movement. Get 6. Go 1 to there. He has 5 remaining, which is enough to get into that hex, I believe. Because it's +2, +3 to get in there. He has 4 left. So he's going to join the big stack again.
I feel like we should be at a fast food restaurant now. The big stack. The big stack combo.
Okay. Indeed. Init 4.
5.
Yours.
Okay. Let's see. What have you got there now? You got 26, 33, 46. 46 potential if everything goes according to plan. Yeah, folks, this is where the numbers game comes. Like you said, off to the side, we're just scribbling. Like, all right, carry the 2. 8.
I got my calculator
9,
out. I can't do this math in my head.
right. Yeah, Longstreet's going to activate Hood to 1. And here's his movement +2. That's 5. So he'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4. All right. Initiative 3.
2. Yours again.
AP Hill will march. Here's his movement +1. Of course.
Wow.
Well. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? I guess we'll go this way. 1, 2. And he gets fatigue. Initiative 2.
4. Okay. So now you've got 12 and a half there now.
I do have 12 and a half, yes.
I'm not going to win the game of nits here. You'll just keep piling more guys in there. So might as well get this over with. I think the logic still holds. Could use one guy for the assault and then bring in everybody else as needed. So I think the sacrificial lamb is going to be General French. Teague 1. That's under Sumner. Here's the assault attempt. Comes off. Now, Colin, organize a grand assault. Of course you can't. Jeez.
You know, ironically is they give him a number that you would think, oh, geez, he's temperamental like the wind, and yet you've rolled 2 6s on McClellan now and a 4, which
Yeah.
that's a killer anyway.
Okay. Well, this is going to be just as bad as the other attacks, and I may be putting myself in such a manpower hole I can't dig out of it. It's -1 ratio. This is going to be -2 for artillery again. Bridge. -4 attack this time?
Let's see, you've got +1 for the assault, and then -1 for ratio, as you said, -2 for the bridge, -2 for artillery, and then -1 tactical with Longstreet.
Oh, -1, yep. Longstreet's in there. So that's going to be 4, 1, 4, 5, 6 up, 6 down, 1 up,
Right,
-5.
no, -5, right?
Oh, a 6.
All right, and a 5. So that yours becomes a 1, right? So -4.
Yep. Didn't even scratch you again. French takes, he's a 7.
2, I think, right?
Takes 2D. He's done. Initiative 6.
5.
And the dice are just making me die on these initiative rolls. Franklin's going to activate Slocum, Smith, and Couch. Here's their movement. 4 hexes. Here's Slocum's extend march. He's okay. 1 to there. 1. 3 remaining. That's 2 to go in that hex +1, so he can get to that hex. Okay. Initiative 1.
Well, it's a coming. Let's see here. Some kind of a breakthrough brewing somewhere. The question is, how do I?
I might wonder if it's adrenaline because my allergies feel really good right now. The best they've felt in a couple days. It's odd to me, and this
Yeah.
is really weird. But I'm breathing very nicely through my nose for the first time in several days.
Well, we have a patented technology here now.
Yeah, it's just got to get my butt kicked in great campaigns over and over again.
Over and over again, I would like to point out to you.
yeah, yeah, I know.
Oh man, this is agony with this right now. Just because I know what you could potentially do on two different fronts, and that makes borrowing from Peter to pay Paul very, very hard. So it seems like probably the only thing I can do at the moment to see if I keep playing the odds here. I am going to activate Hood and Armistead with Longstreet. So they will each get a fatigue. They will have extended march rolls, but here's their movement +2. It's a great movement. So Armistead, his extended march. He loses manpower. Boo! Alright, so he will go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then Hood's extend. Also, wow, tension! Loses 1. Man, that is some serious shuttling problems. Alright, so did that give me anything? That put me at 10. And you've got 29. So 29 to 10, so not quite 3 to 1, so that helps that for the moment. So initiative 6. Jeez, look at all those 6s.
Yeah, hope you got them on your system.
I hope so.
I'll roll 2.
Okay.
Now I can roll a 2.
Right. Okay. Now
So
we'll.
you put how many in there?
I have 10 in there right now. AP Hill will march to 2. Here's his movement +1, 5. And he is going to force march. So he will flip. Here's his. So he's got MP5 at the moment. Here's his force march roll. 2. So he gets another minimum of 2, and he loses a manpower. Comes down 1, and he gets 2 more for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative 1.
5. So I'm going to activate Sykes to fatigue 2. Here's his movement roll, activated by Porter for +1. So he gets to go 6 hexes. Here's his extended march. 4 +1, so he doesn't lose any manpower, which really doesn't care. He just needs 1 manpower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What he had. Initiative. Gotta get this, or that whole thing was pointless. 6,
Oh
good
no.
possibility.
Oh, you got it. Good job.
Okay, now, do I continue to play the game of hope I can get 1, 2, or a 3? So you have right now, you have
I've got
10 in
10.
there.
Yeah. So if you went in with Smith, if it fails, if
At
everything
least
else fails, at
at
least
least
he's covered. Yeah.
cover the ratio. So going with Smith.
But don't let me influence you at all. You do.
Well, I've been going with the smaller guys, thinking I'll go ahead and let them get killed, but he's still going to get killed. If he only goes in by himself, he's still going to get killed. Because you've got, how many guns do you have in there? You've got 5, and I would have, if Smith goes in by himself, he'd be a -2. On rough terrain would be a die roll for you,
Hmm.
but he'd have the ratio covered. If I only get one guy in, then this whole thing's kind of pointless. So yeah, I'll take Smith to fatigue 2. At least he might have a hour of a chance. Here's the attempt at the assault. Maybe all for moot. And it is. I have never rolled so many 6s for Enid. Oh, there we go. You might be on mute.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
I was I was talking to myself
You
apparently.
were,
I
you were
will.
cheering, yelling.
No. I
AP.
AP Hill is going to fatigue level 3, and his movement then is +1. It's 4. Can he get in there? He
He gets
can.
plus, no.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
just by
Jackson's
himself.
out of
Yeah,
reach, yeah.
yeah, he's way up there. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. Right, initiative.
Is
Oh,
he
I'm sorry.
extended march?
Extend march. Yes, very important. Very important. And he's okay.
Yeah,
So,
sure he is.
all right, initiative 4.
2.
So I will activate Hampton to march. Here's his movement +1. It's not great. It's 5. So he'll go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative 1.
2. So now you have 15 in there. What a bunch of artillery with you.
It's on loan from the Harper's Ferry.
9 guns in there now. This is getting silly, but we're going to do it this way. Mansfield's going to activate Green and Williams to fatigue 1. And here's their movement. They go 5 hexes. No extended march necessary. It's going to be 1. And to get into that next hex, they need 3.
Let's see. It is clear, and there's more than 11, so yeah, 3 total.
And he rolled. He's got plenty. They've got plenty to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
Williams, Green, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Mansfield will head up to the top of the stack. And George McClellan will head up to the top of the stack. This is so stupid. Enid, 1. Well, you can
4.
do some more sliding around.
Sure. We will
I'm just
have.
going to keep piling guys.
We will have Jackson activate J.R. Jones. Let's see if he can help. So here's movement +2. 6. So he can go 1, 2, 3. He'll stop there. Initiative 4. And J.R. Jones will just slide 1 hex and join him. The stacking contest here is unprecedented. All right, initiative 1.
Dang it. 6. That would have been a good combat roll. Well, I think this might in this one way or the other, because this is gotten kind of silly now. Porter's going to attempt an assault with Morrell. Here's the attempt. It comes off. Now McClellan, is this the 5th grand assault
This is
attempt?
his 5th grand assault attempt.
Oh, the miracle occurs. So Morrell's already in with 13. Am I even going to bother counting? So he's 13 and a half. Yeah, I got to bring in everybody. My math is right. So that's Richardson picks up a fatigue. Sedgwick picks up a fatigue. Williams picks up a fatigue. And Green picks up a fatigue. So let me clear my calculator and start all over. So Sumner's Corps is bringing in 26 guys. Porter's Morrell is worth 13. Mansfield brings in another 19 for a total of 58.
58.
You have in your stack
15 and a half?
15 and a half. Same. So 58 divided by 15.5 is equal to 3.7.
Okay. So you get a +2.
So it's a +2 ratio. Now the artillery, you have for artillery 1, 2, 6, 10 pieces.
I've got 4, 8, 10 pieces. Yep.
I'm bringing in 16
Yeah.
pieces. So it's a +5 net after all of that. And that on rolling terrain
It is rolling.
is a die roll for me. Its use. So artillery is going to be a +1.
All right. So +1
The
already.
type is a +1. Obviously no flank.
Obviously.
Now we get our negatives. You have a negative as a negative for tactical,
One for
and only -1. You don't get to count Longstreet Jackson both. And then there's a -2 for the creek. So it's 4 up, 3 down for a final of a +1.
Final of +1 is what I calculate as well.
So this is probably going to be, for me, if this fails, I think, pointless after this. So here's my attack roll. It's a 3.
Could go either way. So
It could, right in the middle.
here's my defense roll. So you're sitting at a 4, and it's +2. Look at that.
Well,
Look at that. But that's a pretty severe manpower hit. So let's
yeah,
see what that does at 15.
58, 8. I'm almost off the
Yeah,
chart.
it's 4D.
4DA.
To my 13 is 1, so net 3. So 1 for me. You're at 9, and you will go up to 13.
Okay, so I lose 4. And it's a D, right? Yep, so everybody's disorganized. So I'll take doesn't matter who comes off of. I'll take it off of green just to make it easier.
Okay, and I'm going to take that off
4.
of J.R. Jones. Flip that, and 1, 2, 3. And everybody else is 2, 3. And the whole stack will just come back here. 1 and 2.
And my whole stack is going to move into the hex.
So that puts us at a very, very interesting spot.
Where are we? How many
Because
manpower losses do I have now?
you are at 13 manpower losses to my 3, so -10 for that, but you've got +12 because you're adjacent. So you're sitting at 2 victory points right now.
I need one more victory point.
That's right. And that stack is done.
That stack is done. How about your stack? Where
They just moved to the other side of Sharpsburg.
Well, you're not going to drive them. You're not going to make a pack on that.
Well, I had to move at least 2, so
Okay. So
that was good.
we play on.
We play on.
Initiative 2.
2. All right.
It's yours.
Okay. Well, sir, there does not seem to be a reason to have J.R. Jones and D.R. Jones rather up there anymore. Tombs at all. So let's start. Let us do Evans. Fatigue level 1. Here's his movement. 5. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative 2.
1, yours again.
Okay. I have tombs. Coming back. There's his movement. +1. 6. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative 6.
6, yours again. Yours anyway.
Pass at this point because that stack is done. Franklin's active, Hooker's active. Dr. Jones is guarding up there, so yeah, I will pass.
Okay, Franklin's going to activate Smith to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. Go 4 hexes. Here's his extended march. Oh, could have done that the other way around. Franklin's going to go with him. 1. He can actually get into that stack. It's only 2 movement plus the extra. He's going to join the big stack. I'm going to crash this module is what I'm going to do. Initiative 6.
4.
Okay, Franklin's going to activate Smith. We must activate everybody. Smith, Couch, Slocum. They'll all need extend marches. Here's their movement. Smith and Franklin will move into Sharpsburg. Here's their extended march. That's a 4 plus 4 is 8. It's 3 manpower losses. I did not do that right. Oh, these guys are just going to be able to go 1 hex to there. Because they only have a 3 and they need 4 to get into that big stack. Initiative 5.
5.
That's yours.
Might as well make the attempt to counterattack. So, Longstreet will activate D.H. Hill. And he'll go to 4. Here's his assault roll. It comes off. Okay. That's 5 to 7. Attempt a grand assault with Lee. So here's that. It comes off.
Sure, that comes off.
It's Master Robert, you know. All right. So he will bring in A.P. Hill, who will also go to 4. And so now we have our +1 for assault, +1 for tactical, +1 for Lee bonus. And then I believe I've got all 6 hexes covered. 1,
Yep.
2, 3. So, but 1's going to come off for friendly, so +3 final flank. Got 4. So I brought in enough artillery to cover. So I've got +5 on
5, isn't that
rolling.
you get,
Is it?
yeah, you get a die roll for that.
I do. Oh, look at that. Okay, so on even, it's used. It is used. Okay.
Well, it's not going to last there long, is he?
So
1, 2, 3, 6, 7 up.
7 up and nothing down. So here's the attack. It's a 9. +6.
6. On a 7, 2 DR.
Okay, and +6 on 10 is an A. Okay.
Got a retreat path. Just get a demoralization marker. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Should have moved that whole stack to begin with, and I would have had everybody in there.
All right, and we'll take Longstreet and A.P. Hill into there.
So Sharpsburg was pretty much off the books.
Initiative.
3. Slocum's not going to get that. So now we're back to down 2.
You are down. You're right now at 0.
0 victory points, and I need 4 to win.
You need
3 to
3 to
win.
win. Yeah.
3 to win. So I get a +6 for each additional hex adjacent to Sharpsburg. Oh, I didn't need to do what I did. Oh, that's right. Okay, Franklin's going to activate Slocum and Couch. Couch goes to fatigue 3, Slocum goes to fatigue 4. Here's their movement. 6. Slocum's just going to go 1 to there. Here's his extended march. He flips. Just getting him out of the way. Franklin's going to transfer to Couch. Here's his movement. Or extended march. 3 plus 2.
Yep, that's right. 2.
So they're just going to go min move to there. Initiative 6. Okay. Franklin again. Now to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. 2, 3 total. And here's his extend march. 2 plus 4 is a 6. 12 is going to be just a -1 manpower. And they're just going to do a min move to Dunker Church, which gives me 6 points. Because additional hex adjacent.
It does.
Initiative 6.
4.
4. Well, Sykes can get there as well. So Porter's going to activate Sykes. Here's his movement. Can he get there? He has to get into that hex first. So here's his 1 die +1. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to extend march on
Oh,
him.
okay.
6, and he's 6 plus 2 is 8 on a 7 is 2 losses. And you want to redo the net.
Sure.
Yeah, mine it's 3.
2.
Take Sykes to fatigue 4. Here's his movement, not that it matters, and extend march. I really just need to doing a min move. Just take that die roll. So that's 6 plus 4 is 10 on a 5. Only 1 manpower loss. But he's going to slide in and help support Franklin. Initiative 2.
3.
3.
Guess I'll have Jackson activate Lawton. He is the freshest. He will go to fatigue level 1. Here's his movement, +2. Not that it matters. Fantastic movement. But nevertheless, he will move there, and Lee and Jackson will transfer to Lawton. Initiative 5.
Yours.
Okay. We will attempt an assault with Lawton on Franklin. So here is the attempt. It comes off. It's that West Point
7.
training, yeah. It's second nature. Okay, so assault is 1. Tactical is 1.
You attempting a grand assault?
Do I want to cover? Yeah, you know what? I might as well, since I'm here. So, yeah, Lee will attempt a grand assault.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
And it fails. Oh. Yeah, it fails. His heart's acting up.
He falls,
he falls off his horse. That too. We're not quite sure what, but it's something, some malady. So it's 1 for assault, 1 for tactical, 1 for Lee. I do have a +3 final flank.
Takes 6.
And artillery, you've got 8 pieces, and I've got 3, so -5 on rolling. That's going to be what? -1? -2? Ooh, -2. Okay. -2. That's unfortunate. That's a lot of cannons. So I've got 5 up and 2 down. -1 for ratio. So 3 down. Yeah, +3. Right. Okay, so here is a +3 attack. 3, 6.
Oh,
Oh!
you called it.
Oh, no, no, no. We are
That's a
undone.
D for my guys, which are already D'd out. So
Would you like to voluntarily withdraw?
no, they're gonna stay put.
Oh, I figured. All right, so for me, that is a 7, and it's a 0, so 1D.
Yeah.
That is not bueno. Okay, so he is done. Loses 1, flips, done for the day. Okay. Well, sir, we'll have to try something else. All right, initiative 3.
6. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of something else, Cox's ninth core is fresh. He's gonna activate his entire core. 1 die +1. It goes 6 hexes. Cox will stay with Sturgis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Rodman will go next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Scammon 1, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative 1.
1.
That's yours.
Um, we'll have Walker march. There's his movement, +1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative 1 again.
Okay, we'll have Cox activate Rodman and Scammon. 1 die +1. Go 3. Scammon will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Scammon will go 1, 2 to there. Initiative 4.
Now
Source.
there's a 6. That one pip right there. That was it. That was the moment right there. That Walker pip.
Yeah.
I got the 3 instead of the 4, and that completely, I think that turned it all right there. If I had moved Anderson and he got the 3, I debated which one to move, and I went with Walker instead of Anderson. That right there.
Excuse me.
Oh, man. It's like Lawrence Fishburne. There it is. Oh, man. Man alive. Okay. Gotta give you credit, man. Anybody else digging that kind of a hole, we would have been done at the beginning of turn 3. And you keep going, and that's it. You're gonna win this. Ugh. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So if I
Well,
move,
sooner or later, I had to get a grand assault off.
yeah,
Sooner or later.
yeah. Well, 20% ratio. That's McClellan. Oh, 20%. Maybe today. Okay. I got no gas in the tank there. Can't move the things I want to move. Well, I gotta play the initiatives at this point, unfortunately. So, Longstreet will activate McClaws. Here's his movement. +2. Extended march. He's okay. He can go 1 and an additional 3 to there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Initiative 5.
It's yours.
Okay. Let's try the assault on Franklin again with McClaws. Um, Here's the attempt. It comes off. So Longstreet gets it. He requests a grand assault from Lee, who says yes this time. Alright, so we've got 1 for assault, 1 for tactical, 1 for Lee, and And this time we've got 8, 9, and I'll leave tombs out
Right.
because you're
Yep.
you're 10, right?
That covers
Yeah,
her.
so
Yep.
I'll cover.
Covers the ratio.
Yep. Okay, so that artillery now is 1, and 3 is 4. 40 or 8, so -4 this time in rolling. Is that still -2?
Yes.
Damn. Okay. But we got the +3 flank, -2 for artillery. So I see 5 up, 2 down. Is that right? What am I missing? Assault,
One,
tactical,
two,
Lee.
three, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah, so
Minus
it's
2. Plus
-2.
4.
Yeah, +4. Okay. All right, here's +4.
Oh, wow. Well, that gets me out of there.
That does get you out of there. All right.
Which is, could be, so that's a +3. I had 10, so that's going to be a manpower loss. Yep. Take that off a couch. So 1, 2. We'll stop Smoketown.
And we'll have Evans and McClellan's go in there since they're completely fatigued.
Okay.
Alright, but it doesn't help too much here. Initiative 2.
4. So looking at the manpower losses, you have 4. I have
16.
16.
So you're at 0 right now.
So we're at 0 again. Forth and back and forth. Okay. Okay. Cox is going to activate Wilcox and Sturgis. Here's their movement. I think 7 hexes. Okay. Cox and Sturgis are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no Zoc there. 6 to there. Wilcox 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 7 to there. Okay. Initiative 1.
3. I don't know how I can prevent the inevitable here. You're gonna get 6 points. How do I offset that? I don't know that I can. I mean, I could do a blunting attack, but that's pretty much all I got in the tank here. So, Longstreet will activate Hood. And here's his movement of +2. So 6. Here's an extended march of +1. Ah,
Ooh.
yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. This is a manpower. So he's just gonna transfer and we'll march in place.
Could you put up flanks refused? Did that help
I
you?
could. Let's see. Right now you've got 1, 2. Let's do the. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes. Yeah, you do. So, yeah. We'll transfer and put a flanks refuse there. See if we can't bring that down a little bit. But I don't think you're gonna attack there. Initiative 4.
4. Yours again.
Longstreet will activate tombs. Here's his movement +2. 7. Extended march straight up. He's okay. He'll go 1, 2. Which pathway? Let's see. 6, 7, 3, 4. We'll just prevent the sneaky. He'll go there. Initiative 6.
Yours.
So Hood will attempt an assault on Cox with Longstreet, or vice versa. Longstreet will attempt an assault. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. Barely. Um, and now we will attempt a grand assault. And it comes off. I can bring one extra hex in. So I'll bring in tombs. And we're going to go for a spoiling attack here. Very ugly spoiling attack. Room to wiggle. So we got one for assault, one for tactical, one for Lee. I don't have a flank at this point, so there's no flank. Artillery is 2 pieces to your 6 pieces, so -4 in rough is -1. So just
Yep.
a straight up -1. Okay. And my ratio is going to be 2 to 12. So it's a
Yes.
-5. So I got 3 up, 6 down for a -3. Ugh,
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a little bit better, but let me check my flanks here. I got one, got 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yeah, it's a lot different when you got all kinds of flanks. All right, so here's a -3 spoiling attack. Nope, -1. So it's a -3, and I don't think that's going to do anything.
Nothing on me.
Nothing on you, so that is terrible. -3 on 2 is only a 1D. Hey, okay. So we will take that off of Hood. Oops. Okay. All right. And they're both fatigued out. Okay. Initiative 2.
1. Yours again.
It's breaking my heart at this point because there's not much that I can do except make really low odds attacks and just dig a hole. But I'm gonna pass. I mean, if you get tombs, that's it. You got it.
Given my penchant for rolling 6s for assaults today, I'm just going to bring in Sturgis. Here's the assault attempt. It does come off. So it's going to be a +1 for type, a +1 for tactical, +6 for ratio, and there's obviously no flank. So +8 final.
Okay.
No artillery.
Nope.
+8. It's a 3.
5. So +6. That's a manpower loss. And yep. So he loses a manpower and he's routed away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. We are tied once again, but now you got the 6 points again.
Just will move back into the hex. Okay, initiative 5. I'm going to pass.
I don't know that I can, with the 3 or 4 units that I've got, I don't know that I can force Cox out of there. I can try to bring D.R. Jones down, but you blocked him there with Franklin's retreat. Anderson and Walker they're okay. I mean, they still have line of communication, so that's not a problem. I just don't have any way to get in a position where they could make a good attack, right? Because
Yeah, that's
right now
true. Yeah.
Walker's crossing the creek against Rodman. That's all just going to force him in there. So they don't have leverage to make you pivot and get out of there. Um, I I, for those of you who are watching this to this point, thank you for sticking around. We are officially at 3 hours and 25 minutes, but you'll see a much briefer version of this. But what would you do? Put your thoughts down there in the comments section at this point. I think the writing's on the wall. I think it was a really good back and forth. I thought once I got you out of Sharpsburg, that first failed attempt on Franklin really hurt. It really, really
Yes.
hurt. And then Walker just almost getting there, but Rodman getting in between him. So I'm going to pass as well. And
Okay.
final score here is a 6 point Union win. So that is a Union marginal. And that just shows you, ladies and jelly spoons. First of all, this one very tight all the way to the end. It was quite a margin. I don't even know what to say about this. This was congratulations. It was a really bitter fought victory for you. I mean, with all of those failed crossing the creek, I mean, it almost went true to historical narrative. But you didn't give up. You just kept moving the force. You shuttled those forces in there, and finally, when you crossed and you had the beachhead, you moved Franklin Corps in there, and you did. I questioned when you overextended him and tried to get the 50, but because I still had, I had him surrounded, so that was the only thing that I would have done differently. I would have been a little more cautious and
Oh, I
just
would
gone
have
for
done it
this.
differently as soon as I did it.
Yeah, right. I was like, "Oh, hello, welcome to Sharpsburg. Here, let's show you the exit." Uh,
um,
so
it
good,
was like,
good
yeah, it
game.
was like, well, I don't know. I think I have to say at 8:30, I was like, okay, now I'm just gonna try to win it. I mean, I'm just gonna stack my guys up.
Right.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of tactical subtlety to this.
No, no.
I mean, I really kind of screwed the pooch there several times at the beginning. And you did a really nice job blocking me. And at the end of the day, it just came down to pure manpower.
It was. It definitely was.
Um,
And
no,
like I said, once you got from Porterstown across the bridge, the middle bridge there, so I could hear your brain going, "Oh, oh," and then now you had just enough fatigues left with just enough units
yeah,
to
I
shuttle
was
them
trying really
past.
hard not to
Yeah,
not to stack, trying to move. I didn't want to, and you were doing a great job, just making that ratio, jacking it up, just one. It was like
right.
taking it down to where it was like, okay. Uh, and McClellan finally got a grand assault off.
Yeah, well
God bless him.
that was that was it. After three sixes and or two sixes and two fours, whatever it was, the
Fours,
four
yeah, it was.
fails. But I thought, well, surely he won't get the massive one off when you're like, I'll bring everybody in. I was like, oh, watch this. And
Well,
then he rolled the one, and I said, nope, this is his moment. So,
that was where I was thinking, okay, if this doesn't come off, then we're done because
right.
there's no point.
And everything I had had to that point said, well, it's probably not going to come off. But you never say die, and I admire that, especially in this game, because you played the numbers and said, okay, well, geez, I'm 12 in the hole, but now I've got adjacent, so I'm at 0, and then all you had to do was get one more in there to the Dunker Church, and it was the push me pull you. I was like, well, I can bring my claws up, but that's opening up the southern part of the creek. And here comes the Ninth Corps, and you just beat the foot race, man. I'm tired of rolling. I rolled so many ones on movement tonight
Oh,
that it
you
was just
did.
killing
You
me.
did.
But it
Yeah.
was offset
You
by the
were,
fact that you rolled so many sixes on assaults, and so it all balanced out cosmically. But it's painful to sit there and go, I'm a Confederate foot soldier, I can run, and there's just one.
yeah.
So
Um, I question the decision, and I'm trying to think. I haven't, this is only the second time I played it with these victory point conditions, but I don't think I've ever the other times I played it as Union or other people at Union have just decided, yeah, I'm going to rest my guys on day one. I think they've always been aggressive, wanting to push the Confederates back, and that I think is the smarter play.
well, now when we compare and contrast the two games, now that we have completed this chapter and we're moving on to the next scenario, let's talk about that. The only reason I marched as much as I did as the Union in our last game was in reaction to the fact that I was pleasantly surprised that you made the decision to pull back to the creek and set up your defensive works. And the only difference was I tried to go farther north up the creek, almost to, as you saw, to Mercerville and farther north, whereas you came in and set your lines, you anchored them at the Dunkard Church. So once Sumner and the Second Corps managed to get across that river or the creek with no impediment at all, then it was just I spent day two tooling the stacks. And this one, it was just constant contact, back and forth, and that's when you on the day two you were really beating your head against the wall, like, how, oh geez, I've secured the bridges, and you were fighting your way across, and it was painful. I mean, it was painful for me to watch because I know how bad it is when you're setting it up and it's like, oh nope, you don't get that. You don't get the grand
Oh,
assault.
yeah,
Sorry, sorry. He's
yeah,
having lunch.
yeah,
Come back in an hour.
yeah. That's where I was thinking. I should have gone up here, um, but it just seemed like that was such a long way to go to swing, and then swing, up here and then
But
back
every time
down.
you and I say that, then you roll a 6 on movement, and then
Yeah,
it's like, oh well, I could have done that and just gotten your way past everything. So, well, I think you and I mentally just we underestimate the marching ability
yeah,
until we really want it in our hearts, and then we roll the one.
yeah.
Yeah, but this one right here was the most painful part of me. I really think the whole
Yes,
game pivoted right there on that because I was not able to get him all the way up here to support McClellan's or fill the gap. And I kept Anderson here the whole time just in case you were going to make a play on Harper's Ferry. Um,
which is what I was. The Ninth Corps was. I was.
I figured you kept him
That
there, and
was the plan, was to
yeah,
keep him there and
yep.
and to drive him down there, where you use Porter. But I wanted Porter's big numbers up at the battle. I almost got Humphreys into it. I think
Almost.
that's the closest I've ever seen Humphreys get.
They just like the pies from the nice, pretty ladies in Frederick. So this one, completely different playstyles, and yet still very taut. I really enjoyed this second playthrough because it was challenging. Less so for anything that I was actively doing, but I I've said this time and time again. I like playing the defender in some of these scenarios because it is the challenge to set up that defensive network and to shuttle forces and try to offset. Oh, okay, he's got a 4-1. Let's see if I can get him down to a 2-1 or a 3-1. And I enjoy that challenge, but it bites you. It certainly bites you, as Mr. Walker will tell you.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't believe I rolled a 2 and I got the 3 instead of the. All I needed was the 4. That's all I wanted to do was to get right there where Rodman is, and block the Ninth Corps from coming around that flank, and I just missed it. Oh, that's gonna haunt me for days. But we move on. We close the chapter on this one, so it is officially now Rogers 2 in a row. Good job. And we're going to move on to scenario 4, the big 6-turn 3 cigars. So we will hope
Yeah, I got
you.
to read that one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked at it too. But we certainly hope you've enjoyed both playthroughs of this. Please take a moment and leave your comments down there in the feedback section. Holger, thank you for your wonderful analysis each and every week. We that is a joy to read. I was like, I go through and he puts the time markers in there. So you're doing a great job, Holger. Keep it up. Everybody else, feel free to opine. You could say, wow, Roger, you really did this and that, and I didn't expect that. Or Patrick, oh, you rolled a 1. Hooray. It's all, we expect it. But also click that like and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. And if you'd like, you can, I'm showing you our current supporters right now. If you want to be one of our supporters for the channel, that would be awesome. But feel not at all obligated for that. And I will let you, sir, have the final words for the evening.
I'm exhausted. It's been,
You're not, you're
and,
not
and I
alone.
and I do think the adrenaline has helped with my allergies. This is the best I've felt other than exhaustion for days. So
Well,
thank you very much for that.
I'm glad I could
Um,
help with that.
and I'm looking forward to this next one because I've never played it. I've never seen it played, and it looks like it's going to be very fun. It's like I think you called it a mini campaign, and that's kind of what it looks like. As I'm just kind of scanning the book here.
And it seems like, and I'm pulling my copy here. I just want to look at the. I know it is 6 turns, but it is also September 13th to the 18th. So basically, everything that we've done for scenarios 2 and 3 are now all
Yep.
encapsulated into one. Well, actually, all the
Yep.
first 3. So we're gonna have a variation of South Mountain, a variation of Harper's Ferry and Crampton's Gap, and a variation of McClellan's Opportunity, all merged into one little mini campaign with some random chance thrown in, as if the dice rolling was not chance enough. But thank you everyone for watching and supporting, and Roger, pleasure as always, and I will
Yep.
look forward to seeing you
Welcome.
next week.
Yep. Bye bye.